Alright guys, hopefully you guys can hear me. Mic check, mic check. We're live here. I'm just going to set everything up and then we'll be good to go. So, give me 1 second here guys. My YouTube skills are pretty bad, I know. Let's see. But, just bear with me here. I'm just going to get this set up quick. 36. Alright guys, so excuse me there. I'm gonna post everything here quick. Alright guys. Let's go ahead and get started today. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day. Very busy. Oops, I messed that up. Alright, hold on a second here. Pull this up quick. It should take me 2 seconds here. Sorry about this, guys. Hope you guys had a great trading day, great trading week. What a March we have had. Just in the first week of this account challenge starting of the month of March, I'm up $64,000, which is truly incredible. Let's see here. There we are. So I posted that. Let's go on Instagram Live now. Okay, I'm live there. Alright, cool. What's going on, Carnan? What's going on, Almus? I'm an alien. Yeah, I'm an alien. So So you guys can see here some of my stats quickly while we're getting everybody on. I wish I made 100K today. No, that's not the case. Let me get some water. Where's my water thing? Sorry, guys. I had this huge water jug that I drink out of, and it's almost empty. I recommend one of these bad boys. So drink a lot of water. Good morning. Hydrate yourself. Remember your goal. Keep chugging. Feeling awesome. Don't give up. Almost finished. You did it. Honestly, I usually drink about half of these a day. I used to drink a full one. It's like, I feel like I have an old man's bladder then. Alright, guys. So as you guys can see, in the month of February, we did 40,000, and in the first week of March, we're up to $64,421 on the month. That's to be honest, that's just the first week of March is what those profits are. I mean, hopefully by the end of March, we can get it up to maybe 2, 3, maybe it would be awesome to see if we could hit $400,000 in the month of March. Ideally, that's where I'd like to be. I want to get my challenge done within 3 months from now. Would be like ideal. That way I could finish this challenge in roughly 6 months or so. 6 or 7 months would be like a textbook story. Can I do that? Well, only the market's going to allow me to decide if I can do that or not. But do you trade a lot? It seems like my best plays are from day trades, but I keep using my 3. So, Rick, in my video series guide, I teach you guys my overnight strategies. Overnighting stocks is a very, very important process when you don't have... is my camera dirty, guys? Or is it just my... Hold on. Let's see if I can clean this off here, guys. Sorry about that. But... you know, overnighting is a very important process to, wait, what can, thanks, Thomas. Yeah, my PR in a month is like, I think it's like 500 in a month. But, anyways, so, but overnighting is a very important, strategy when it comes to, you know, day trading. And... you know, it's something that literally, you know, or sorry, overnighting is a very important strategy for one, the people who work a 9-to-5 job, which is extremely important. It's what I used to do when I was in college. And then number 2, if you don't have $25,000 in a trading account, then you can take like as many trades as you want per week, but you have to try and like catch the move on the overnight. You know what I mean? And that doesn't count as a day trade, and you can basically buy it the day before and try and predict the move the next day by being in it the day before. And if you get a 30-40% rip up, well then you could sell it and not count it as a day trade, right? Or an overnight it might gap 40, 60, 80%, you know, and you can count that as a day trade as well. But in the end, guys, trading is a very, very you know, it's all up here, right? You gotta be smart. You gotta study, guys. I'm not gonna tell you to go to the gym. I'm not gonna tell you to, you know, lift 100 pounds, 200 pounds, curling or whatever. I'm not gonna tell you to, you know, start working on your agility or start, you know, practicing your jump shot. You know, I'm gonna tell you to, as you guys always know, to study, study, study. That's it. How many times do I say that on all my posts, guys? Just study, study, study. Okay? In trading, you have to have a successful process, okay? I'm not going to go down that road again, but anyway, so this is what I'm on for the month. Detailed. He doesn't trade, he scams. Good to have you in there, man. Always got to be good to have the haters. If you have some haters, you're doing something right. But largest gain for the challenge is 13,000, and that was on AHPI. Largest gain is, what is it here? So here's the day that I started trading it. So I got long in here. You can see my buys. Dang, I took a lot of pages on that. And then my sells are up in here. I didn't catch this move, unfortunately, but you know, at the end of the day, they you know, you can't catch every single piece of every single move. But that's my biggest trade. Now my biggest loser is, I don't know, what is my, oh, it's on BIMI. I started getting long, where was it? Up here it looks like, and I got caught up in there for about a $3,000-$4,000 loser. And things like that. So, and then, yeah, so that's my, you know, my wins and losses for that. And then what other kind of performance things? I like looking at this every now and again to kind of give you guys an idea of like what I really trade like. My performance has been 8,000, 18,000, 34,000, 24,000, and 23,000 performance day of week. So that's my performance day of week. Here's all my performance hour by the day. Intraday, I'm finally getting my stats way up. My stats were so bad on intraday, but now that I have day trades, I'm finally. It used to be only multi-day, and now it's finally. We're like, whoa. Oddly enough, we're only $300 beneath the multi-day. A lot of the multi-day was when I had no day trades, no PDT. And then I take a lot of my trades, it looks like, towards the end of the day. I probably close them out there. Let's see. Journal view. So here's all my trades. And then, hold on. I wanted to see, like, my average hold time on my trades. I know that's in here somewhere. Detailed. Average hold time. Let's see here. Okay, so it's still 1 day. My average hold time is still 1 day. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, and believe it or not, guys, during this challenge, I've been stuck in LLIT in offerings twice, LPCN once. So I've lost about probably $15,000. In you know, basically, you know, stats that, or $15,000 that I've created, you know, in just offerings. And so Jordan, so you can see your stats when you cross 25K and had day trades. You can edit. I didn't. You can edit these. That's interesting. Oh yeah. But these, yeah. I mean, I guess you can. I'm not really sure if you can edit these, but if you can, then that's crazy. But I basically, no, I don't short. I use these for my own stats and then to show you guys, you know, exactly what I'm doing. My max consecutive wins is 8, and then my max consecutive losses is 6. Yeah, so that's basically all my trading stats during this challenge. And today, like I said, was the first day that I literally was able to pull profits. And at the end of the day, you know, I've been wanting to pull profits for a long time, and I decided I'm gonna keep my account at $100,000. Oh, you can edit the time period for your stats, huh? Oh. How do I do? Oh, I just closed out of it. Well, I'll pull that up in a little bit. But I decided to basically, you know, go over. You know, I think I'm gonna stick with $100,000 in my account, and you know, so at the end of the day, you know, with $100,000 in my account, I'll be able to trade big size. And then if I continuously start to grow it, you know, maybe I'll bump it up to 125 and then pull all the profits above that. But right now I'm gonna be at $100,000 and basically just stick to you know, pulling profits. Anything above $100,000, I'm gonna pull profits on. Anything below, I will not take out or add anything. I just have to get my account back up on my own. It's kind of like a motivation thing. That's how I've always really been. I've taken out, you know, with my Robinhood account, it was a little different, but with the TOS account, I'm going to pull $100,000 out. Or sorry, leave it at $100,000. And then today I made $50,600 just over a little bit over $50,600. So I pulled everything out to make it exactly $100,000. So then come Monday, if I make 5, 10, 15, 20,000, I'm gonna pull those profits for that day, and then so on and so forth. And then if I continuously, you know, I'm sorry guys, I have like some congestion. Sorry about that. If I continuously keep getting it up there rather quickly, then I might, like one day if I make 25,000, I might just leave it at 25,000. You know what I mean? That way, you know, if I do make 25,000, and then I can just leave it in there, and now I have a little bit more trading size, so I can take bigger positions if I need to. If the market's hotter, I generally leave a little bit more money in there. That way I can capitalize a little bit more. But right now, you know, I think I'm gonna leave it at 100,000 and then pull everything, you know, above that. So today I pulled my first profit, which is $15,600. But you know, you have to pay taxes on that money, so I immediately put 41% right away. So you guys are like, "Oh, we made $15,000 plus dollars." No, I made like, you know, with the taxes paid, like 8,000. Still a good, you know, still a good amount of money. I'm not gonna say it's not, but I'm just telling you guys how that works when it comes to taxes. I pay the highest tax bracket, and I generally do it from January till the end of the month. I know that there's tiers in tax brackets. There's like 10%, 15%, 25%, and I could do that. But the thing is, like, I'd rather have more money at the end of the year for taxes than less. And so if I owe like you know, let's say I owe, you know, I made $1 million in 1 year. I owe, let's say, what would that be? $410,000 at the end of the year. But really, it'd be a little less because it's tiered. It'd probably be like $370,000 or something like that, and I'd have $40,000 left over. That's just like a safety net, just in case, you know, I owe something here or something there. I have a little bit of safety net. So I always start the year off 41%, and then, you know, I just wash my hands with the rest at the end of the year. You know, whatever. Carnan, you know, I'm going to start paying quarterly. Yes, I've been meaning to do that for a long time. It's a little bit more convenient when you pay quarterly, but yeah, it makes it a little bit easier, I think. So yeah, that's really all I had today. You know, basically ENZ was my main trade for the day. ENZ, you guys can see here. So unfortunately, it didn't pan out like I wanted it to. You could see my ads were down here, 2,000 shares at $2.99, 1,000 shares at $2.97, 5,000 shares at $2.99. I added most of my size underneath $3, and then I started to take, you know, I scaled out 2,000 shares up at $3.60. I know, Douglas. Trust me, I know. Is there a brokerage where you can do a day trade and have the funds clear available for the next day? Yeah. I can day trade, and I can use all my funds continuously. Like, I can day trade 100 times over in one day and still have all my funds to trade. I just use margin. But I'm above PDT. You might be on a cash account, Seymoura. That might be what you're on. They don't give me any leverage with margin, but they just give me margin in order to day trade unlimited throughout the day. So I sold 2,000 shares up here. I was trying to sell more. I knew I should have with this huge pop. I don't like to not sell a lot of my position into something like this. This is a huge short squeeze. In 3 minutes, it literally jumped from 304 to 370. Usually I take more off there, but I missed the move. I think I got up and stood up, came back and was confused. Took 2,000 off, and the rest I held. I added a little bit here, and then I started adding more down here and more down here. And I was looking for a rip. I almost took some more off into here, into this move into here. But I didn't, because I was looking for an INO type move, like I was telling you guys. And, you know, I still made $5,000 on this one. But it was frustrating because I was up as much as $13,000 on it. Something I'm watching going into Monday. There's a lot of trades that I made on it, but I should have sold more off and then re-added on the dips. What I usually do, but again, I stood up and was a bit flustered and didn't have my game plan immediately in my head. That's how important your process is, though, guys. TOCA, I made a little bit of money on the end of the close there. I saw this thing coming up on the scanners, on my scans, and I immediately, so I started going long at 243, and I took 10,000 shares at 243.86282, and then I scaled 5,000 at 254. I re-added 5,000 at 253.89. I took 3,000 off at 256, and the rest off at 277. I actually was scaling every cent, so I had limit orders being filled. So I had limit orders from 271 all the way up to 279, or 272 all the way up to 279. So you can see 1,000 shares 272, 1,000 shares 275, 1,000 shares 274, 1,273, 1,277, 657, 278. It gets a little confusing up in there, but that's all just my limit orders that were placed already. And it went to 3. You know, I could have made probably $5,000 on that, but that was my goal, is just to take a quick scalp into the close. I didn't. I almost held it overnight a little bit, but I was like, we'll see what happens. You know, most likely, you know, with my lucky gaps at 340, 330. But that's all right. I wanted to lock in this week and, you know, not have too much risk on over the weekend for anything, because anything can happen over the weekend. I especially don't like overnighting on Fridays because it gives them longer to file things. COCP, I took a small winner on after hours, $800. I got long in here. I got long with about a 163 average right here, and then I sold out at 167, 25,000 shares. I got in a little bit too big a size there. I realized that when I saw my share size, and I immediately was like, okay. You know, I was looking for a push through high a day, but I also started looking at the news, and I'm like, okay, anybody can make that PR. It wasn't really anything but, you know, I make progress, right? I am making progress. What's going on, Cameron? Good to have you on, man. The PR itself didn't really, you know, mean a ton, and I didn't like that. It just said that, you know, we're making progress, and, like, anybody can say we're making progress on a stock. You know what I mean? Anybody can say that. And so it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't anything like, oh, you know, I need to get in the stock. It was just like, you know, I was looking for a scalp, and that's why I took it off there. I was looking for potentially a new high a day with NNVC yesterday, but I'm glad I took it off there because, you know, I was in too big a size. I took another trade in here. I took a loser and a winner in there, but now I'm done with the thing. I don't really like the way it's reacting. Still up $800. And on that trade, how much am I trading? John X, it's free. TOS is free. But I recommend Webbull. Webbull is also free. Eventually, I need to use these damn guys. I've had an account with them before, but everybody says they're really, really good. They're free. They actually give you free stock, so I tell everybody to sign up because they give you free stock, so you might as well. Their beta, I think, just came out, and I believe you're able to trade options for free now. I believe it does, Godfather. But the biggest thing is, like, I've heard a lot of good things about Webbull. On top of that, they give you free stock up to, if you sign up with $2,000 or more, they're going to give you up to $5,000 in free stock. Like, they give you 5 free stocks. Now, if you sign up with $100 or more, you get up to $900 in free stocks. But you might as well sign up. I just put the link there. It's like, and the link's also in the description below, but it's like, you have nothing to lose. It's free money, you know. And believe me, you can ask everybody who signed up for Webbull. They give you free stock. They're not just saying they're going to give it to you. They really do. And I'm not some person who would just, you know, say do this or you know, I'd recommend this and, you know, not be legit. So I put in my time and effort for you guys to make sure you guys have the best tools, the best study guide, the best scanners, you know, that I can possibly make for you guys. Because again, I'm here to be your mentor. You know, at the end of the day, I'm hoping that a lot of you guys were green, but I know these times are hard because a lot of you guys aren't used to this volatility, you know, and the volatility can really, Chipotle holder, the volatility can really, you know, spook you guys out, and that's just the reality of trading, and so I'm here to try and help you guys, you know, try and calm down, try and be a little bit more, you know, conscientious. Make sure you weigh out your risks. And BIMI took a loss on $660 loss on BIMI. You know, had good news, and I was actually in early. I could have been out up here, 436 and 447. I could have been out up here for like about $1,000 winner. But I thought we'd have more of a move with the mask orders, but we didn't get that. I just sold it right off. I don't know what the hell that company doesn't want to run. I don't know why. SPEX. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to go look at that. Man, that was ugly. Ugh, that was so bad. I'll be prepared for the next one, but gosh, I was getting long down here at 87, 88, 87. Man, and I sold out 81, and I sold the rest for a profit of $220 on the day at $1.101. Oh, that's frustrating, isn't it? Isn't that tough to look at? Just makes you cringe a little bit, you know? Man, I could have made a ton of money. The liquidity was massive on SPEX. Ran all the way above to 193-ish range. You know, off the lows, I could have made over 100% on that name with tons of size. And, man, I couldn't believe it. The liquidity on that thing just wouldn't give up. And, you know, that is just the name of the game, guys. You gotta take it with a grain of salt. You know, I could have been chasing in here, like, oh, I missed out, and then, you know, I would probably be selling, like, in here, I'm panicking to break even, and then I could have gotten long here and sold out panicking, and then I'm like, okay, I'm frustrated. You get long here, and then you take it out of here, and you're like, alright, I'm done, and now it's back up. So, it's all just psychological and emotional, guys. You gotta realize that this right here is a concept that I want you guys to see. I had nailed my entries, and I screwed up my exits for $220. I could have been, you know, giving myself, you know, kind of a rough time all day, but mentally, I just let it go. And I told myself, I'm not trading this one anymore today. Because I knew, emotionally and psychologically, if I kept trading this ticker, I would get drained. And even though I might have made some money, it would have been mentally draining. And the key is to have stress-free trades, guys. How do you avoid staying too long on a squeeze? Well, that's a tough question to answer. I mean, I avoid it by selling. If it's squeezing up really quickly, I usually sell into that squeeze, because it could be a chat room, it could just be a short squeeze, it could be whatever it is. A lot of times they don't sustain themselves. It's just a quick pop up, you sell off, and then you wait for the dip, and you could re-enter smaller size if you want. Or the same size, but at least you sold it off, and that way, you know, you can make more than the stock actually shows, you know. Even though SPEX up 130% right now, you could have made 200, 300% on it because you buy dips and sell the rips, and then every time you do that, it's more percentage gain. But it also creates a lot more thinking, and it can create a process that could potentially just throw you through a loop. I do that, but not a lot. And if I add back, I'm usually small size. WTRH is a food service company. I was in this one here, and I just sold out up there. It was kind of a messy chart. I was playing it off of IFMK. It was your food service, ran all the way up to $1.05. That was basically it. Here's yesterday's trades. Right here. Yesterday, DYNT, I was in pretty big. OBCI. HEPA, I made a little bit of money on. There's another one that I made money on. But from that to this, I only made another $3,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 above that, because DYNT at the time was at 263. I really do think that one's gonna run. I don't know when, but when it does, I really do think it has a shot to be the next AHPI. Yeah, Storm C. It's all just a mental thing. Man. Here's my Robinhood account. I actually think it's a little bit lower because I lost in some SPY puts today, but I made some good money on OPK calls, and I'm just consistently growing this account on day 14 of the 1K account challenge for the options account. Here, Michi's stretching. My kitty. You guys want to say hi to Meech? Oh. Say hi, Meech. I don't even know if you can see her. Little black cat. She usually keeps me company when I'm having red days or green days, but she's here to greet me on a good Friday. Um, but anyways, guys, that's really all I had today. Hopefully in some way, shape, or form, I help motivate you during this challenge. At the end of the day, guys, I'm here to motivate you guys. I'm literally, I've already done these challenges in the past. I've done 1,000 to a million in 10 months in 1 week. I'm obviously trying to beat that. And then my other 1K challenge that got us up to 600, 700,000 before I went to Europe for 35 days and Hawaii for another 10, and then I did a lot of doctor's appointments. Last year was kind of not a very disciplined year for me. I wasn't trading a lot of the time, and if I wasn't very disciplined about it. But this year I'm being super disciplined about my trading, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm not, because I put in so much time for this challenge, guys, because I do want to motivate you guys. I know a lot of you guys saw me with that $1,000 account back when I was making $10, $20, $30 a day. That's the reality, guys. I wasn't just making $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 days. This didn't just come out of nowhere. I have had discipline. I have had a process that works time and time and time again over today's, I think, day 66. So, those of you guys that have been with me from the beginning know that when I started with $1,000, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. I had red days. I got stuck in offerings. I got stuck in offerings 3 or 4 times during this challenge. I've had I got out to $24,500, and I thought, the next day I was going to be above $25,000, and I got stuck in an offering down to $19,500. That was probably one of the toughest days of the challenge, but I bounced back the next day with a $700 day, and then I bounced back with a $2,000 day, and then after that was history. It was $15,000, $20,000, $20,000. Then yesterday was $10,000. Today was $5,000. So, that's trading. You gotta just take what the market gives you. Don't force anything. Take what the market gives you. Don't force to make big trades. If you guys are interested in the free chat room, the link's in the description below. If you guys want to learn my process, which is the most important thing to probably learn in the markets, is learn how successful traders think, work, what their mistakes are, learn from their mistakes, and have a quicker learning process. Then my guide is right here. You guys could check it out. I just did that sale. We had a lot of people check that out. It's up to you guys. It's really up to you guys. Do you want to learn my strategies? Do you want to learn how I've turned 1,000 into about, we're getting close to $3 million now in profits as we keep continuously, grinding my account challenge up. And, that's just the name of the game, guys. You just got to keep grinding. Keep grinding, keep pushing, and, be disciplined, guys. Don't. And the biggest thing, study, 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 guys. This weekend, I want you guys to study, study, study. Now, there's a happy medium. You don't have to study the whole weekend. Enjoy your weekends. Take the time off. You need a little refresher. You need to get your brain right. That's what I do. I'm going to go out to a nice dinner. I'm going to treat myself tonight. I don't treat myself on red days, so just don't think that I treat myself on every single day because I have money, because it's not how I work. I treat myself on the days that I do good, just like Warren Buffett. Even though his version is McDonald's, he gets a McChicken instead of a hamburger, or he gets a quarter pounder instead of a cheeseburger. I'm a little different. I might like some steak or some sushi, but on my red days, I'm getting Jimmy John's, or I'm having my meal prep, which is usually chicken, veggies, and rice. So. Yeah, enjoy your guys' weekends, guys. I'm not saying that, but study, study, study. Go back and review all your losses, all your wins, and that's what it's all about, guys. Just learning, and if you don't want to learn, you're not gonna make it in this game, guys. I wouldn't recommend it. So I just put that link in to teach you guys. It's like a classroom setting. A lot of you guys asked for my class, and you guys want time with me. Well, it's right there. It's all recorded. It took me over 1.5 years of my life. If you purchase that guide, you will have a class full of every single strategy that I have. Any question that you could possibly ask me will most likely be answered on that guide. I get tons of questions in my DMs about everything, and it's if you just purchase that guide, it speeds up your process. You don't have to go through all my YouTube videos, which is probably close to 500, maybe 1,000 hours of content. But it's what Vinny said it best on one of my testimonials who bought my guide. It's not content. It's very diluted content on YouTube. You know, it's not just my strategies. It's, you know, how I did for the day, or it's check out Webbull, check out my chat room. How are you guys doing? You know, a lot of other diluted content. I might be doing a sale or something. So I know it's expensive, but think of it like tuition, guys. You won't be a student debt. And that's that. Simple as that. So you have the decision to purchase it or not. Also, my scanners are in the links in the description below. A lot of you guys have been asking about my scanners. Check the scanners out. That's how I find about 60 to 80% of my trades. Today on the scanner we had, on SPEX, we had a Normac Newell low float momentum scan, catch it at 7601. Again, 7601 was the first alert on our scanner. I ran 155% on that. So, alright guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon here if I make new videos. Check the free chat. Check out my process and how I trade. And OPK, yeah. I'm glad some of you guys banked on those calls, man. If you would have held those overnight, oh man. If I would have held my calls overnight, my options account probably would have been at $40,000 to $60,000, somewhere in there. But I take profit when I see it. I have no regrets, and I'll see you guys on Monday, okay? I'm hoping every single one of you guys learned something today. I'm hoping every single one of you guys are motivated in some way, shape, or form. You know, that's really the name of the game. I only get, you know, I don't get out much of making money anymore. I get more out of helping you guys become better traders, and that's why I come on here free every single day for daily lesson recaps. My chat room is 100% for free. I have my guide to help you guys, my scanners to help you guys, and I answer questions to help you guys. So hopefully you guys are getting something out of this. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon below if I make new videos. And I'll see you guys next week. Okay? Enjoy your weekend. Cheers and go Hawks.